Now that's a movie. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, and here's my review of The Holdovers. Okay, so before we get started, I'm gonna be a little quieter than my usual self, and the reason is because my kids had to go to bed a little early. We have something big tomorrow, something really actually very cool. But when I saw this film, I was so floored by it. It was just so magnificent. I knew I had to film the review to get it out to you guys. The last two films that I've had to review were absolutely horrific. Dumpster fires, awful. I wanted to walk out of each one of them. That's how bad it was. So to see this film and to know how good it is was magnificent. I had to go on my own tonight to see this film. The moment I got into my car, I called my wife and I told her, I can't wait for you to see this. I can't wait to watch this with you together because it was that spectacular. So the movie is directed by Alexander Payne. You might know him from Sideways, The Descendants, Nebraska. His style of his filmmaking is basically always kind of like an indie type film, and this is no exception to that. But from top to bottom, it's spectacular. From the opening credits and the way that they're these retro openings, right? To the set design, the costume design, the filmmaking itself, the cinematography, the grain, the color grading, everything screams 1970, which is where it's set. And it was just amazing. It made you were immersed in this world. You didn't feel like you were watching a film. You felt like you were there. And that was almost magical. So Paul Giamatti, he plays a cranky history teacher at this remote prep school, and he's forced to remain on campus over the holidays with a troubled student who basically has no place to go. Playing this student is Dominic Sessa, and he also does a magnificent job. And to round out the main three characters of this is Divine Joy Randolph. And she plays basically the chef, the cook. She's the manager of the whole cooking of this prep school. So what's so amazing about this film? Basically because it's such a simple thing, and the story is simple, but the characters are complex. There are three imperfect people who are all suffering from something. They've had some tragedy, something happened in their lives, they're going through something, and they find this camaraderie, this relationship of them together that makes them stronger. And the reveal and the way that you experience and are exposed to everything that they've gone through and are currently going through is just wonderful. It's sweet, it's sad, it's emotional, it's hopeful, it's heartbreaking. It wrecks you in some spots. And at the same time, with the magnificent writing in here, it's also some of the biggest belly laughs I've had all year watching a film. And it's not just me. The entire audience was in stitches and points because it was just so funny. And going back to Alexander Payne and what he did with this film, there were moments, and again, this ebb and flow of everything that was going on was just so well done. It was just, it should be a master class in how to make a film. There were moments that you were laughing, and then all of a sudden he turns on a dime and makes you feel this kind of weight to everything. And then with, I'm gonna say with the cinematography and also some of the sound design, something as simple as just making everything go quiet. He created moments in this film that were truly magical, that you could hear a pin drop in the theater as everyone was laughing one moment, and then all of a sudden it was like all of the oxygen, everything went out of the room, and everybody just went and just waited because it was just such an important moment in the film. I don't have much to say about it other than that. So I know this review is going to be a little short because I don't want to give too much away. It's something that you should experience for sure. But what am I going to give it for a score? This movie's 100. Absolutely 100%. There's no hesitation. Everything in this film, the design, the cinematography, the characters and how they acted, all the actors did a magnificent job in this. And again, I'm going to say that the weight of the movie itself and all the things that it touches on, all those really important aspects of life, phenomenal. Looking back at this year, this is by far one of my favorite films of the entire year. That's how good it is. And all three of the main actors in here can easily get nominated for all kinds of awards. It is that great. Anyway, that wraps it up for me, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.